Millennials, that generation born between 1980 and 2000. Oh, great. Another rant about millennials. Yeah, but hear me out. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Hold on, get in on this. Get in on this. What was that? Oh. We entered this world during a period of unparalleled economic growth and insane technological innovation. Now I can take a picture of everything I do all the time. Oh, I can take video of my food. I can take video of my food because the world needs more of that. More video of food. We emerged in an era where self-esteem was thought to be the secret to successful parenting and the linchpin of an effective education. What we heard at home, what we were reminded of relentlessly at school, was that we were smart, we were good, we were truly unique, and we were capable of anything if only we tried. We were born into prosperity, into a world of innovation and encouragement, born equipped in so many ways for success. Look, if you're 35, if you're 27, if you're 19 going on 20, chances are you're optimistic about your future, aggressive in pursuing it, and believe that you have something necessary and noteworthy to add to the world. And that's not a bad thing, not at all. But they say your greatest gift can also be your greatest weakness. I don't know who they are, but it's a saying. Trust me. One of the knocks on millennials is that what we see as optimism about ourselves, the rest of the world sees as entitlement. You've heard it before, but just don't dismiss it. We'd be wise not to dismiss it. There are parents who complain of children expecting to start out their adult lives at the same socioeconomic status as mom and dad, despite mom and dad busting their backs to establish that baseline. There are employers who roll their eyes at young adults who bristle at oversight and assume lots of perks. There are spiritual leaders who are used to being trusted, bemoaning a generation of skeptics who only believe about God what they can Google on their own. But here's the question. What if both are right? What if both millennials and their critics are somehow correct in their assessment of this generation? I mean, the truth is rarely found in the ditch of one extreme or the other. We're the greatest generation. They are the laziest generation. It's often somewhere in the mushy middle. What if we are, in fact, a bit entitled and egocentric, slightly poisoned by piles of participation trophies? But what if the rest of the world also has legitimate reasons to be incredibly, excitedly optimistic about us? If both are true, and I would assert they are, then here's what I'd say to the parents and pastors and project managers of millennials. Give them a chance. There's an interesting hypocrisy that comes with age. When we are young, we believe that our youth is an incredible asset. But when we get older, we are quick to point out how it's a liability in others. You can't have it both ways. Choose to believe that those younger than you offer the world something that's needed by you and impossible to be delivered by you. Millennials are the most informed, most compassionate, and most confident generation in a long, long time. But here's what they don't have: your position. So what if you used it to inspire something in them, something that their information, compassion, and confidence could be leveraged toward for everyone's benefit? And here's what I'd say to those who are 35 and younger. Maybe the rest of the world has a point. Yes, we are blessed, no doubt about it, but there is data, actual facts from places like the National Institutes on Health and the Families and Work Institute showing that our self-obsession is high and our work ethic, when it's not our pet project or personal passion, is really low, and that's not good. But here's the thing. No generation's greatness is determined by the praise their mom preemptively showered on them or the data that's been collected on them. It's determined by how we respond to the challenges presented to us and the people, the elders, placed above us. So what if we used our great gifts to take on those things we find hard about life and to honor, serve, and bring goodness to those with authority in our lives? What kind of impact would we make? And what would the older generation say about you, say about us then? I would assert that behind the common critique of entitled millennials is a great irony. The very thing that's required of a so-called entitled generation to ensure that they harness their powers for the greater good is the same thing required of the older generation that judges us so harshly. humility. Humility is a willingness to say, sure, my generation is great, but we can be greater with the blessings, the skills, the insights that the other one brings.